What's up guys, and welcome to another video. And you can see that fall is really getting into the place. I'm right now on a football field and it's sanded. I think it's because it has been raining so much, so they don't want like the dirt or the grass to be completely destroyed. So that is why it looks like it looks. Luckily, you know, my new phone has better low light performance here. It's getting darker really quickly here where I live. So yeah, no, that is something to keep in mind when I'm outdoors now. Other than that, not a lot of wind. A lot of the days now in fall there is a lot of wind, but luckily for me, today is not the day. So we're going to begin here. We're having the W King X20 against the significantly more expensive JBL BoomBox 4. I'll be comparing these in a similar format as I've done before. A little bit lower volumes now, and then I'll up the volumes, and then I'll go back into the sides, and then I'll do maximum volume as well. If you have any comments, leave them down below, of course. And let's begin. Downtown here. BoomBox 4 playing now. The W King. BoomBox 4. W King. BoomBox 4. W King. BoomBox 4. W King. BoomBox 4. W King X20. BoomBox 4. Okay, that's good for that song. I'm gonna skip now to another one here. Rock, same volume. X20. BoomBox 4 playing. X20. BoomBox 4. X20. That's good for that song. Let's step back a couple of meters here and up the volume quite significantly, so we can do it off axis as well. Which is one of those interesting things, because mainly when you're playing them, at least for me, when I'm out with friends, you're not standing in front of them. I mean, that would be optimal, right? And you're trying to turn them that way so they're facing you, but most of the time you're staying like maybe a little bit between them or whatnot. That's also why I usually buy pairs of speakers, because then the immersiveness gets yeah, quite an increase, you could say. Let's do some little bit of house music here. W King now, playing at around 70%. W King. BoomBox 4. Let's step a little bit here to the side. X20. BoomBox 4. X20. Okay, that was the first song here. Let's go even higher, a little bit higher, and then do maximum volume here. I'm thinking that I might want to try out to max out their EQs to see like the absolute headroom here as well. Yeah, let's do here. Let's do maximum volume now as well. Why not? We're doing max volume. W King now. BoomBox 4. W King. BoomBox 4. Double king. Boombox 4. W king. Boombox 4. W king. Okay, that was it. Let's I'm gonna just pause here a bit, step back even further, I guess, and then let's see here when we're pushing them to the absolute max here with their EQs both maxed out. Should be quite interesting, I think, because you could argue that my W key EQ kind of limits the speaker slightly, right? Because yeah, I turned it down on some levels, but I don't know, it's hard to tell sometimes. It will distort a lot, however, when I now turn it up to max. So now we have it max. Let's see JBL's custom EQ here. What? So all the sliders up, and away. Custom EQ there, still the deep bass as well. Okay, let's see here. We can do, yeah, fingertips, why not? Let's see here. Boombox 4 playing. Boombox 4.
I wonder what went wrong today, eh? Why do I feel like I linger between the words to say, eh? To say the words to remember. Now we're here.
W king.
Take control over your body and over your soul. We're gonna take back everything and lose it all. Lose it all.
Boombox 4.
Feel it on your fingertips and feel it in your head. Just let your body go. Just let your body go. Just let your body go. And move to the rhythm.
W king. Boombox 4.
Now we will go back home today, eh? Until the very last hour. We still got a few more days.
W king.
It's gonna get so much louder. Now we're here to take control over your body and over your soul. We're gonna take back everything and lose it all. Lose it all. Lose it all. Feel it in your arms. Feel it in your legs. Feel it on your fingertips and feel it in your head. Just
Boombox 4.
just let your body go. Just let your body go and move to the rhythm.
X20.
I wonder what went wrong today. Why do I feel like I linger? Linger between the words you say.
Boombox 4.
To remember.
So that was it. Very interesting here. Gotta turn on this. Very interesting indeed. I'm gonna go a little bit closer and do the summary right now. I'll be right back. Okay, so that was really interesting, I will say. I did not expect that, especially in the last moments. But first of all, I want to go over low audio performance. The first song, honestly, I think the Boombox 4 was the better option there. It had quite nice bass, and also at that song, the first song I played, it usually likes to distort, but I think it's about at half volume it starts distorting, so it did not, and it sounded quite pleasing. The W King as well, I might need to adjust the EQ now in the future. It hasn't, the treble is not as sparkling, I would say, but it's a bit more neutral in that sense, you could say. Then the JBL has a bit more oomph, a little bit more sharpness in the highs, which works quite well outdoors when you push the highs. And I mean, the sound travels quite easily, but indoors it can be a bit too much, I will say. But the W King, of course, not the nicest here, I'd say, at the first song. So yeah, first song goes to JBL. Yeah, the other song, the rock song, I think the W King won that song, actually. I think it sounded nicer, and also the deep, it does not even have close the deep bass that the Boombox 4 has, but it has some more punchy bass that kind of works out, and also the treble didn't feel over exaggerated as well, which the Boombox 4 tended to do, which works in some scenarios and doesn't in other scenarios. But yeah, besides that, I think it's quite a close. I think I'll show you maybe in the future as well an indoor comparison that could be quite interesting. They both have their downs and ups, you know. Bass, Boombox 4 quite well. Sometimes the treble is better on the W King. It's a bit of a toss-up, I would say, at the lowest of volumes here. But when we increase the volumes to around above 50%, I think I did in the third song, that was quite mind-blowing. The bass is just unparalleled in this category on the Boombox 4. It has similar party box bass at a much smaller size, which is quite incredible. It hands down just beats the W King. The W King, you could say, it sounds quite nice. It doesn't sound that sharp. You could maybe adjust that in the Boombox 4 app, perhaps the JBL app, to turn down the sharpness a bit, maybe. And also maybe I should increase the volume in the W King even more. But even though I praised the W King for being quite dynamic at higher volumes, which I think it is, it has more bass relative to the rest of the spectrum, the Boombox 4 just has so much at that medium volume level that it's quite ridiculous, honestly. It sounds very good, even though the treble might not be up to par in all different scenarios. And it really depends which kind of music you listen to. Pop, modern genres will most likely play better on the JBL because of that bass and that treble boost. Whilst I think still, even though the BoomBox 4 does not actually play bad with rock genres, I still think the W King has some qualities in the treble, especially sometimes. But of course the drums are not kicking as hard as on the BoomBox 4. Yeah, so at maximum volume as well, even though the W King has more bass relative to the rest of the spectrum, the BoomBox 4 just has so much of it that it still, it just wins. It's a lot louder and does not suffer from as much distortion as the W King. The W King's treble did sound more under control. It sounded nicer when you pushed them to the max, but you could probably turn down the BoomBox 4 and have more bass relatively and still be louder than the W King, so it's a bit of a toss-up there as well. Bass wise there's no debate here. The BoomBox 4 wins hands down. Treble, it's quite sharp on the BoomBox 4. And we're talking about maxing out the EQs. JBL is, I would never listen to the JBL with that maximum EQ, neither the W King for that matter, because they don't sound great, and I wouldn't just do that. The W King distorts quite a lot with the bass. It does not handle those frequencies as well as the JBL. The JBL just pushes everything and stays quite controlled. The bass drops off quite a bit, but it is still very impressive. Okay, now that I've talked about the audio, I will talk a bit more about functionality. I love the strap from the W King. I will praise it every day of the week. That's why it's one of my favorites. It is really great. But there is definitely a weight difference here. The W King is 7.1 kilos, 15 pounds around there. And JBL is 5.8 or 5.7-ish, which is, a little bit, around 12 pounds. So quite a lot of weight difference there, even though they're pretty much the same size, I'd say. Very interesting. The W King also has a larger battery, but honestly, I think it's about the same, honestly, when it comes to battery life, if I would give or take, But you could remove the JBLs quite easily, whilst you would need to be a bit more problematic removing the W Kings. You charge the W King with USB-C, you don't with the JBL. You also have a lot more support. You have a guitar input, you have SD card playback on the W King, you have aux as well. You could use USB-C for charging your phone or like anything as a power bank, or USB-A, whilst the JBL has an AC port to charge it with, or you could use the USB-C as a power bank or for lossless playback. So there is not as much connectivity on the JBL, which is not a great thing, I guess, because it's quite neat to have that functionality on the W King, for example. Like a microphone or guitar input like the W King has, right? It's quite nice on these sizes, especially for how loud it gets now. Very loud. They both have this the same passive radiator design. The JBL actually copied now W King, so both have one at the back and two at the sides. You can see a bit of the glowing light from the JBL. It lights up the passive radiators. Yeah, quite neat, especially now on Halloween, right? They're orange. And otherwise, the JBL has two mid-range woofers here in the middle and two tweeters at the sides. And the W King has one big woofer, two smaller mid-range drivers, and two tweeters. So that's a bit different. Other than that, I don't think there is much else to comment on. I think the JBL just wins hands down, though. However, price-wise, though, that is a big issue. It's more than, I think for me it would be twice the price right now. The JBL BoomBox 4. And I know that's in other countries it might be 3 times. Is it 3 times as worth your money? No, it's not, because you get some bonuses, and you could argue some things are a little bit better on the W King, but overall as a package, the JBL, if you don't look at the money, it is the better speaker here, I would say. So JBL is taking back the win here with the BoomBox 4. Now it's getting quite dark, and I gotta return home. Thank you guys for watching the video. If you liked it, If you have any comments or thoughts, leave them down below, and I'll respond if that is necessary or you guys want. Yeah, thank you guys, and see you in the next one. Cheers.